Hi friends, this is Mainak Misra and welcome back to my channel. The impact of the pandemic has come down. However, it is not over yet. So I believe you and your family members are still taking care of yourselves and doing absolutely great. Today I will be discussing with you about a Japanese film, Drive My Car, directed by Ryusuke Hamaguchi. Ryusuke Hamaguchi's immensely philosophical Drive My Car shows not only shows the motion of the car but also depicts the motion of life, the mysterious and enigmatic motion of life. Life itself is immensely mysterious, with numerous ups, downs, and turns. Multiple times the path is full of uncertainties and obscure, and there is no end to it. In this film, Drive My Car, Ryusuke Hamaguchi shows a man's deep unconditional love is not sufficient enough to refrain his wife from infidelity. Even after 20 years of marriage, he cannot fully occupy his wife's heart. Using the subplot of theatre adaptation of Uncle Vanya, Hamaguchi shows that when language is not the mode of communication, human emotions and body language form a distinct mode of communication. With slow but meaningful dialogues, Drive My Car tries to dig deeper into human psychology. It vividly shows that humans are sometimes very vulnerable. It shows how alienated individuals struggle to make terms with life. Now let's discuss the story of the film. Actor and theatre director Yusuke Kafku is happily married to his screenwriter wife Otto. The bizarre personality Otto has, that story ideas come to her mind only during sex and at the time of orgasm. However, she forgets those stories, and Kafku reminds those stories to her while driving her to the office. One day, Kafku, Kafku's flight to Vladivostok Theatre Festival gets cancelled, and he returns home a short while later only to find out that Otto is having sex with one of her frequent collaborators and a young actor named Koji Takatsuki. Kafku leaves that place without being noticed, without making his presence felt. One day, before leaving for work, Otto tells him that she wants to have a discussion with him at night. However, Otto dies of a brain hemorrhage on that day, and the discussion topic remains unknown forever. Otto's sad demise devastates Kafka, and he breaks down during a theater performance of Uncle Vanya. 2 years later, Kafka is appointed by a residency in Hiroshima to direct a multilingual theater adaptation of Anton Chekhov's famous play Uncle Vanya. The performers or participants speak multiple languages like Mandarin, Japanese, and one actress can't speak and she communicates via Korean Sign Language. Despite huge age gap, Otto's former lover Koji Takatsuki is chosen to play the title role Uncle Vanya. As per the norms of the residency, Kafka is not supposed to drive his car himself, and a lady chauffeur named Misaki Watari is assigned to drive his car. He reluctantly agrees to the norm as Watari appears to be confident and skilled. One night after theater rehearsal, Kafka meets Koji Takatsuki in a bar and they discuss their relationship with Otto. Koji Takatsuki admits his affair with Otto, and both of them agree that Otto was a great woman. Her stories were great too. Kafka starts bonding well with Watari, Misaki Watari, and he reveals that had his daughter been alive, she would have been Misaki Watari's age. Misaki also reveals that she lost her abusive mother 5 years back in a mudslide. Kafka and Takatsuki again meet in a bar, and Kafka informs that he knew about Otto's infidelity, however, chose to keep quiet because of the fear of losing her. One man tries to get Takatsuki's photograph and Takatsuki beats him to death and gets arrested during rehearsal. The theater programmers make it clear that either Kafka will play the role of Uncle Vanya, the title role, or the play will be cancelled. By this time, Kafku and Misaki have really bonded well, and they visit Misaki Watari's childhood village, come in front of her demolished house and place flowers in memory of her deceased mother. Kafku says that had he not driven aimlessly on that day, he could have saved his wife. Misaki Watari says that she too could have saved her mother had she wanted it. They return to Hiroshima, and Kafku agrees to play title role Uncle Vanya and delivers an impassioned performance. However, the film ends with a disconnected plot wherein Misaki is seen shopping in a supermarket in South Korea, and her dog is seen waiting for her in the backseat. So this is the story. Drive My Car shows how humans with strongest ties fail to understand each other. On the contrary, two strangers can be a part of each other's life. Much like Abbas Kiarostami, Hamaguchi uses the car as the medium to have deep, meaningful, and heartfelt conversation. Using the subplot of theatre adaptation, he shows that language is just a medium of communication and not the only medium of communication. The participants do not have a common language. Still, they play their roles really well. The most important aspect of life is how effortlessly we can be a part of each other's lives. One of the most beautiful and important scenes of the film is when Kafku sits in the front seat instead of the back seat beside Watari, and they engage in an emotional discussion, raising their hands up while smoking cigarettes. This scene shows that they have really bonded well and come very, very closer. Life is all about meeting and knowing the unknown and discovering its enigmatic avenues. Kafku himself tells Misaki to take him to her childhood village. They come in front of her demolished house and place flowers in memory of her mother. And they promise to take care of each other. Kafku says that you are like my daughter. They share their emotions, their feelings with each other. And now they are very much part of each other's life. And this is what is called life. This film shows that they are strangers and they have spent barely few weeks. Still, they can be part of each other's life and bond so well, just like a father and a daughter. This is the significance of this film, the brilliance of this film. However, viewers may be confused by the end scene wherein Misaki is seen in South Korea shopping from a supermarket. Does Hamaguchi want to detach Misaki from her troubled past? Or does he want to detach the viewers from the sufferings of both Kapku and Misaki? Viewers do not know the answers. This film shows how alienated individuals hide their emotions and struggle for their existence in this world. Living life alone is not an easy job. When both Kapku and Misaki are lonely and emotionally shattered, they desperately seek each other's shelter. Companionship reduces the mental burden to a great extent and smoothens the way of life. However, this film throws multiple questions but does not answer. Why does Kafku choose Koji Takatsuki as Uncle Vanya despite huge age gap? This is definitely not to take revenge. Does he want to know the stories narrated only to Takatsuki by Otto? Or does he want to cherish the memories of Otto spent with both him and Takatsuki? Or is there something else? We do not know the answers. Now let's discuss about different departments of the film regarding the screenplay. Drive My Car will always be remembered for its deeply emotional and very well structured and detailed screenplay. Even though it is adapted from the same story, short story by Haruki Murakami and from his 2014 short stories collection Men Without Women, Hamaguchi has added multiple things there. In the story, there was a yellow Saab 900 and he has made it a red Saab 900 car to match the Japanese landscape. There are only 2 or 3 lines about Uncle Vanya. However, he has largely developed that to include the character of Misaki. So multiple changes he has made and developed the story. It shows, and it is so well written and structured that viewers get to know and feel the characters really well. Drive My Car is enriched with magnificent visuals of Japan by cinematographer Hidetoshi Shinomiya. His camera brilliantly captures the beautiful pictures of Japan in snowy landscape, night scenes, calm and quiet night scenes, highways and characters while having conversation inside the car. His camera multiple times throughout the film turns into a meditative mode and tries to discover the mysterious lives. Hamaguchi's direction is fantastic, and as I told earlier, he uses multiple shots similar to the filmmaking style of great Kiarostami. Much like Kiarostami's style, the dialogues between Kafku and Misaki mostly unfold inside the car. Overhead shots of the moving car on the highways are captured from a long distance. Camera focuses on a single character in the car as well as the surrounding. These shots meticulously portray the loneliness of the characters and establish them in the surrounding. In spite of having companion in the car, both Kafku and Misaki appear to be lonely with their personal tragedies. Hidetoshi Nishijima as Kafku and Toko Miura as Misaki have delivered brilliant acting performances, both emotional as well as restrained. Iko Ishibashi's music is soul-searching as well as melancholic. And this film, Drive My Car, was nominated to compete for the prestigious Palme d'Or at the 2021 Cannes Film Festival, where it won 3 awards, including the Best Screenplay Award. It has been nominated for 4 Academy Awards: Best Director, Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best International Feature Film. And it won the Best Foreign Language Film at the 79th Golden Globe Awards and has received critical acclaim across the world. So my request is, please see this film and please support my channel. Please press the bell icon so that you do not miss regular updates. Subscribe to my channel. Request goes again. And please put your comments below if you want to ask something. And thank you so much for watching this video. Until I make the next video, thank you and bye.